I arrived well here in Iten, Kenya. Today's the sixth day back at altitude, and I have a big day coming up. But first, I will shortly go over what I did in the previous days, and then I will take you on with my training day today. Well, it's important to take it quite easy on your first days at the high altitude. It's at 2300 meters of elevation gain. So you really feel that you're in oxygen depth, especially the first 2 weeks. You don't want to push too hard because you can get, for example, altitude sickness or push the body much harder than you are used to, and then you have to recover for a long time. So you want to avoid that and stay consistent. I arrived this Saturday, and adaptation was a bit tough because I had a cold or a fever the weekend before I left, or the week before I left. So my shape was not perfect, but adaptation is going quite well. The weather is very good, and here are some shots from the training so far. So here's the schedule of my last days. Taking it quite easy for a runner of my level, I would say, focusing on building an aerobic base. Today, the first session on the schedule, and from next week on, I will do or integrate more sessions or intervals again. I already did an easy session with 6 times 30 seconds and 6 times 20 second strides on Wednesday. Yesterday, I was on a bike for 3 hours. Nice cross training and good for building my big engine for the marathon. Sun was at 11 AM, already pretty ferocious though, so pretty tired after 3 hours on the dirt roads and hills. In the evening I did an easy run with 2 people from the camp here. What's on the schedule for today? Like I said, a big program. For the morning I will leave now for a 15-kilometer easy run with some Kenyan friends. Pretty easy, like a 5 minute per kilometer pace. They have a long session or progressive long run in Moiburn Road. So therefore, the Kenyans always take it quite easy on a Friday. This Friday even very easy. We shall see how it goes, or if it is that easy. Yeah, I will join the Kenyans probably in the 4th week. I really want to be well adapted because they train at such a high level here that I don't want to join them too soon when I'm not fully adapted to the altitude yet. And in the afternoon, I'll do a threshold session, 5 times 1200 meters at the track. I'll also test for lactate, where my current pace or threshold level is here back at altitude. And maybe in the afternoon or after the track session, also some strength training. But if I'm too tired, I push it to the next day. Yeah, let's get the show on the road. From the morning run I don't have a lot of shots, but this was my company, and here you also see the stats of the run. It was pretty easy. Time for a nap. Okay, I'm going for my second run today. The sun is already going down a bit, so it's cooling down. Yeah, looking forward to the first session at altitude. Onto the track. Everybody knows this hill in Iten. It's always a bit tough on the warm-up. I'll be staying at that place after 2 months of training. There are apartments, they call it the Big 5 apartments, quite close to the track. So here we are at the track. It's empty, Friday afternoon, and no Kenyans on the track, but it'll be fun. I will start with some strides, and then we get this workout going. 5 times 1200 set threshold. Let's hope for good lactate values. Okay, the first two intervals are in. Now I'm going to test for lactate. Lactate value seems good, below 2, which is even very low. I usually hit above 2, but we're doing short 1200, so usually I do 5 to 7 minute threshold intervals, and your lactate rises of course more. Okay, second time lactate testing. It's going pretty well. Waiting 15 seconds with this device. And I go do my last rep. This was the fourth interval. Still very low lactate. Almost start to think my device is broken, but we'll see next week what the measures are. Running 330 pace, which is only 10 seconds below my normal lactate threshold. So yeah, don't know why it's so low, but hopefully it's a good sign. Sun is going down. Really nice training alone on the Camarini track. It's a pretty good session. Yeah, let's see next week if the results stay this good. Then maybe my threshold level is increasing a bit. Yeah, maybe the 330 pace for 4 minutes is just quite easy on the body at the moment. And also, I've been multiple times now on high altitude, so maybe my body is getting adapted better. Also, I was here 3 months ago, or a little bit less than 3 months, so maybe my body is yeah, adapting better at the moment. Now back to the training camp, do a small training session, and then this day is done. Okay, there were several exercises to do during my strength training. Did around 10. Strength training is done for today. Time to grab some dinner. And here are the stats of my day. I think I covered around 30 kilometers. Yeah, pretty big day for the first week of altitude. If you want to see more about training and other interesting stuff that's coming online soon, stay tuned. And as always, if you still got it today, have fun and get on the run.